everyone, my name is Ragnarok and welcome to my Minecraft channel. All of my videos in here will be featuring the CrystalCraft Minecraft server. In my opinion, it's the best server out there. Really great community here. It's a vanilla or semi-vanilla server. There's a lot of really cool people to play with. So this video is going to be the first in a number of videos in a series that's going to feature basically just different areas all around the CrystalCraft world, places that we can high dive from. I know something that I really enjoy, and I don't know if anybody else has done anything like this, but I like finding really tall places in the world, mountains, cliffs, anything like that, canyons that have water at the bottom, and just going for a dive. It's a good way to kill boredom. It's a good way to just get out and adventure and explore the world, whatever server you're on. So I highly recommend that you give it a shot. What you see here behind me is a natural feature in a mesa biome that I then added onto the top of, and then a pit that I dug out at the bottom. So this first one is kind of a bit of a manufactured jump, but it's fun nonetheless. And then later in this video and then in other videos, we'll be walking around the world looking for other places to jump from. So I'm going to go ahead and climb to the top of this feature here, and we'll meet you up there. So here I am at the top of the feature that I mentioned before, and at the bottom there you can actually see the city that I have been building. I'll be featuring that in a separate video, one not about jumping. But you can see the pits at the bottom here that I dug out. There's actually kind of a natural pond right there where my cursor is right there, and that kind of gave me the idea. When I first found this natural feature and found the little pond, I thought, hey, it'd be really fun to jump from that. Ended up digging out another hole, hidden by clouds now, but just at the bottom there. And then went ahead and dug a deeper hole here and extended this feature up even higher, just to make it that much more fun. It is really a bit of a challenging drop, even though it might seem pretty straightforward. There's obviously a ledge all the way around, and then a little bit further down there's a ledge in there as well. I have died numerous times, even in attempts to make a high diving video, jumping into this hole. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that everything goes well here. We're just going to wait for these clouds to go by so that I can actually see where I'm diving into. So right as I'm about to jump, Minecraft decided to spawn a whole bunch of clouds. So I don't know if I'm going to really get any breaks, maybe one coming up there. But we're going to give it a shot anyways, and it just makes it that much more challenging. So let's hope that I don't hit anything on the way down. And here we go. And so you can see I actually dug this pit right down to bedrock, not quite to the bottom, but pretty high. And we're actually at a height up at the top of 160 blocks. So pretty big distance, not the highest obviously that we can go from, but pretty high nonetheless. But so that's just an example of a manufactured diving spot that I made, and then we'll go out and do some exploring and see what we can find. So this is the spawn area of CrystalCraft. Just wanted to take a second to give a shout out and give a highlight to this amazing server. And what's really cool is from this spawn, there are a couple of teleport locations where you can just walk into, press a button, and it'll automatically warp you to somewhere, usually about 1,500 or 2,000 blocks or so away from the spawn. And it's a really cool way to just kind of do a quick exploration and to find some neat places to explore. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to head out into the wilderness, and I'm sure you don't want to watch me go exploring, so as soon as I find somewhere really cool to jump from, then we'll meet you there. So it got to the top of this one peak here, and there's actually kind of a valley in between these other mountains here. And I don't know, that looks like that might be a pretty challenging spot maybe to jump off, but I'm going to check it out anyways, and hopefully we can find something fun. Alright, so I'm on the other peak now, and as you can see, I've kind of set up my ender chest there with my set home just so I can store all my gear. Taking a look down there, it looks, I don't know. I mean, I can try to get a little bit of a run from back here, and I have a feeling that if I make it, it's going to be just. So you might see me make it, you might see me die. Let's see what happens. Should be fun. Oh, yeah, not even close. Well, that was interesting. So obviously that didn't pan out as well as I wanted it to. I was just kind of over on that peak right there. But I just came a little bit of a ways, and I found this is a relatively small one, but it's into I think that water down there is only 1 block high. So just to give you an idea of the kind of stuff that I'm looking for, I thought I'd give this one a shot. So I've put my new set home there, and I'm gonna jump for that tiny little puddle of water. Ta-da! So I found a little bit more of a challenging jump from that last one, especially that puddle wasn't too bad. But here we have a bit of a ravine, a river, and obviously the challenge is increased by the fact that it's narrow. There's a lot that I can hit on the way down on this side, and if I overshoot my jump, then I can always hit land on the other side there. So we'll give this a shot. Whoo! That was close. Just missed that ledge there. Take a look back up at the top. So that was pretty good. I'm about 25 or 2,600 blocks out from spawn now. I'm going to keep going in the same direction, and ideally looking for some mega hills or extreme hills biomes. Those tend to produce the best spots for jumping. But anything like even a rainforest, or again like a desert biome or a mesa that's got some of those high features can really be good for jumping too. So I'll keep exploring, and we'll see what else we can find. Alright, so after adventuring for quite a while, a few thousand blocks out from spawn now, I actually came across this really cool ravine here. It's got kind of a double split, and right at the bottom, which you can see if I just kind of look back here, you can actually see there's some water at the bottom there. So just a nice, really a fun jump. Like I said, looking for canyons sometimes is cool. Usually what you get is kind of mountains and high plateaus, things like that. So anything that you can jump into that actually goes below sea level or below ground, I always find to be fun. So we're gonna set up here. This ravine is actually pretty cool. There's a mine shaft in there as well, but we're not interested in that today. We're just gonna do some spelunking. So we're gonna get set up, and then we'll jump in. So in order to make this jump a little bit more challenging, we're going to do a running jump from behind here and kind of do a blind jump. That means instead of jumping off that bottom ledge there where you can actually see the water, we're going to jump before you can see it. And just to kind of make things a little bit more fun, I would challenge anybody to do that. It's easy to kind of jump, you know, when you see the water right below you, but kind of doing a blind jump makes it a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more fun, and just that much more exciting. So we're going to jump off the edge here and see what happens. Woohoo! Now you see the water in here actually, it's not even a full block high, it's kind of just flowing water. I have noticed that sometimes, depending on how high you're jumping from, if you're jumping into water that's flowing over a square but not actually filling the square, you can take damage or die. So for a safe jump, you want to make sure that the water is actually filling the square, but if you want to challenge, then go ahead and jump into something like this. So that's it for first episode here. I just wanted to show a couple of diving spots, and the goal is to kind of move out further and further into the world, kind of in a more or less straight line from spawn. The world border is about 100,000 blocks out, so there's lots of room to explore. And as we keep going, we'll see what we find and see what kind of cool things we find to jump off of. And we'll take a good look at some of the nice scenery along the way. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will join us for other videos to explore the world of CrystalCraft, and definitely check out the link for the server. I've posted that in the information below the video, and I've posted information about what texture pack I'm using there as well, so please don't comment and ask that. All that information can be found in the comments below. So subscribe, like the video if you would, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.